what we're going to do next, everyone, is we're just going to change. We're going to look at this Metis Florist, and we're going to give this a little bit of formatting. So what we've done is when we did this, we just gave it a generic P tag. But what we're going to do is we're going to change that to what's a H tag, which is a heading. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have to create all these in our style sheet because we're going to be using them across our website. So this is what we do. You just basically, I'll show you here. This is a P tag. You can see that this is one I did earlier, and I'm just doing that for speed really. But you just literally, all you have to type in is P and then the curly brackets. You need the curly brackets, and then underneath it you can just write in color, and then you choose your color, the font family, and the font size. Okay, and what that does, it allows anything within the P tags will pick up that area. So that Maisie's Florist at the moment now will pick up all those elements at the moment. Okay, so it probably won't change a lot because I think it was more or less defaulting to that. You can see it's slightly smaller. So, but what we're going to do, we're going to give it what's called a heading tag. So you've got H1, H2, H3. You can see there. So I'm just going to pick up this H1 tag. And again, once you've done one in your style sheet, what you can do is you don't have to keep writing all the stuff out. You can just do the one with the curly brackets, and then just go back and grab the stuff from earlier, which you've done, and pop it in. And then, but what you can do is you can change some of the elements. So this one, I'm just going to change this to 18. So it's the same thing there, okay, but we've got, and I think what you can do as well, if we wanted, I think it's font weight. The font weight, I can choose if I want to have my headings bold as well. So this is where, again, you need to kind of, you need to sort of do a little bit of hunting round, but that's that title, this Metis Florist, is not going to pick that up until I change these to H1 as well. So when I change these to H1, what will happen is anything with in that style will be picked up. Okay, so again, if I just go to save now, that's what to save there. You can see, hopefully, you can see how that's now picked up. It's size 18 and bold. So again, when I'm sort of making um, my sort of screen smaller, it still looks all right. Now, that's the last bit on that. I'm just going to sort of keep this really simple, but you can see that this area here, this blue area, which was our text area header, which here is, we let it light blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change that back to white. And once I do that, and I save that, and I go and view it again, you can see that my heading is all, my kind of header area is quite nicely done. And I can sort of keep that there. Now, this area, oh sorry, the logo area, I think we must have left it blue as well. So again, going to that logo area, so we're going back into our home page and we're just clicking on logo and quick edit. Yeah, and that's light blue as well. So I'm just going to change that back to white as well. So all the areas are still there, but they're just all the same color. So they all look like, it all looks like one brand. I think that's going to save and we can see it. There we go. So you can see now that I've got Maisie's Florist and I've got my sort of little run there and I've got my logo on the top left hand corner, which looks quite nice, and it kind of works quite nicely just easily. So that's what I like to do, is just to sort of think about your heading, think about how it looks, and try and put a logo in the top left hand corner. You can use my logo, but then you can sort of swap it for your own business idea. What we are going to do is we're going to sort of just look at sort of changing the names of these, and we're also going to do the photo. And then what we'll do is we'll save it as a template for all our pages. Okay, so see if you can do that.